For months, astronomers have watched in awe as the mysterious interstellar object known as 3I/Atlas defied every prediction, every calculation, and every law of physics we thought we understood. What began as a rare cosmic visitor has now turned into the greatest existential mystery of our time. And now, as new data comes in from multiple space observatories, the tone of those reports has shifted, from curiosity, to concern, and now to outright alarm. Because every new measurement suggests that the countdown has begun. 3I/Atlas may be heading toward the worst outcome imaginable. When it was first detected, 3I/Atlas seemed harmless enough, a lonely traveler from beyond our solar system, passing through and offering us a rare glimpse of the unknown. Its orbit was projected to be a safe flyby. It was supposed to come close, flare up, and drift away forever into interstellar space. But the deeper scientists looked, the stranger it became. Its core composition didn't match any known comet or asteroid. Spectral analysis showed elements that shouldn't coexist, crystalline carbon and exotic metals usually found only in neutron star debris. Its rotation was unstable, its outgassing irregular, and most disturbingly, its energy signature fluctuated like a heartbeat. When the James Webb Space Telescope locked onto it, those readings became undeniable. 3I/Atlas was not behaving like a natural object. It was reacting, changing its trajectory in small, deliberate-seeming bursts, as if responding to something unseen. For a while, scientists believed it was the result of uneven solar heating or outgassing jets pushing it slightly off course. But then came the impossible observation. The object was accelerating against the solar wind. That should have been the end of the debate. No comet, no rock, no fragment of ice can accelerate against the outward pressure of the sun's energy. Yet the data didn't lie. 3I/Atlas was moving with intention. And now, that motion has taken a darker turn. In late September, the European Space Agency confirmed that 3I/Atlas had entered a new phase of activity. Its coma, the glowing halo surrounding it, expanded to nearly 10 times its original size, pulsing in waves that followed a repeating pattern, exactly every 88 minutes, coinciding with the rotation period of Mercury. That rhythm isn't random. It's synchronization. When plotted across time, the pulses reveal a countdown, a sequence decreasing in duration, as if the object is building toward a final event. The pattern has been dubbed the Atlas sequence by researchers at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, who have quietly acknowledged that the emission intervals are narrowing in a way consistent with a timed process. What is it counting down to? No one knows. But the models all converge on one terrifying scenario, a detonation event. If that sounds like science fiction, consider this. Infrared data from the James Webb Telescope shows a massive increase in internal heat. Something inside 3I/Atlas is generating energy, not reflecting it, not absorbing it, but producing it. Spectrographs reveal strange emission lines consistent with ionized xenon and argon, gases associated not with comets, but with plasma reactors and advanced propulsion systems. In simpler terms, it's powering up. And the trajectory that once led harmlessly past Mars has shifted once again. 3I/Atlas is now on an intercept course, not with a planet, but with the solar equatorial plane, the very region that controls the flow of the sun's magnetic field. If it interacts with that system, even briefly, the results could ripple through the entire solar environment. Solar physicists call it magnetic coupling. The rest of us would call it disaster. Imagine an object capable of bending solar plasma, aligning itself with the sun's magnetic heartbeat, and then releasing energy at its core. The result could be a solar event unlike any in recorded history, a chain reaction capable of amplifying coronal mass ejections, disrupting the heliosphere, and showering the inner planets with lethal radiation. In other words, a solar system-wide EMP. NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory has already detected localized distortions in the solar wind corresponding to 3I/Atlas's position. These distortions form symmetrical loops, as if the object is weaving its own electromagnetic network across millions of kilometers of space. One physicist compared it to a spider spinning a web across the sun's surface, a web made of magnetic filaments and plasma currents. And at the center of that web sits 3I/Atlas, pulsing in rhythm with the sun. If the countdown ends in a massive energy release, that web could channel the blast directly into the sun's magnetic arteries. The resulting feedback might trigger a superflare, an explosion thousands of times more powerful than anything our star has produced in recorded history. The consequences would be catastrophic. Within hours, every satellite in orbit would be fried. GPS systems, communication networks, and even electrical grids on Earth could collapse. The auroras would ignite across every latitude, a glowing curtain marking the beginning of a technological blackout. The worst-case scenario doesn't end there. Planetary magnetospheres, including Earth's, could weaken, allowing cosmic radiation to pour through the atmosphere. And it all traces back to a single object that shouldn't even exist here. Governments have remained silent, but leaked memos from the China National Space Administration suggest that their deep space radar arrays have been tracking 3I/Atlas far longer than previously disclosed. In fact, documents dated months before NASA's public acknowledgement show the object was already under classified electromagnetic study. China's silence has only deepened the mystery. Analysts believe they may have detected patterns, perhaps communications or directed energy emissions, that haven't been made public. If true, their secrecy might be a desperate attempt to prevent panic. But within the scientific community, panic has already set in. Several researchers have privately admitted that they no longer believe 3I/Atlas is a comet, or even a random interstellar object. Instead, they suspect it's part of something larger, a probe or autonomous device sent long ago, awakening as it enters the influence of a star. In that case, its countdown may not be toward destruction, but toward activation. If 3I/Atlas is a machine, and if it's using solar energy to awaken, then the implications are staggering. We would no longer be alone in the cosmic story. Humanity's greatest instruments, Webb, Hubble, and Parker, may be watching the first sign of extraterrestrial engineering in action. But if it's not a machine, and if it's instead a natural phenomenon we can't explain, a living fragment of interstellar physics, then we may still be powerless to stop what's coming. Either way, the outcome is the same. 3I/Atlas has changed from a mystery to a threat, one that operates on a scale beyond our comprehension. Right now, every major observatory on Earth is watching the countdown. The final pulses are expected to reach their climax within the next few weeks. Scientists are terrified, governments are silent, and the universe itself seems to be holding its breath. Whether the event ends in a spectacular burst of light, a rewriting of the sun's magnetic field, or something even stranger, no one can deny it anymore. 3I/Atlas is doing something. Something vast,